This box just came in the mail yesterday, and I was really surprised at how quickly it came. I think I submitted my order Saturday, and so that was really only 3 or 4 business days to get my entire order to me, which I thought was pretty good. Again, I focused mainly on rustic Christmas, products or things that could become rustic Christmas decorations. So the first thing I bought were 2 of these 18-inch fake pine trees with the wire branches. Consumer Crafts sells these in a bunch of different sizes. I thought 18 inches was probably big enough for what I was imagining in my head. I'm thinking I may use these 2 trees to flank either side of our mantle this year. I'm not sure exactly what all is going to be going on, but it's going to be lots of pine and wood and plaid, because any season of the year I like plaid. Plaid all the things. So I bought 2 of these, and it says $7.49 on the tag. I don't believe I paid $7.49 for these. After I'm done with this video, I'll go through and find all of these products on the Consumer Craft website and link to them in the description box of this video. So if you're interested in buying it yourself, you can find them. Again, they make these in a variety of sizes from like 4 inches, pretty small, to quite big. The next thing I bought is still all wrapped up in bubble tape. Excuse me. And I bought this because I had seen a project that my friend Angie from the Country Chic Cottage did a couple of years with this. And it's just a raw wood deer on a stand. And my original idea was maybe to do something where I place it in the center of this wreath. But now looking at it, I think it might be too big. I'm not sure. If you have any ideas on what I could do with this besides just setting it on a shelf, go ahead and let me know. I am not... It's kind of funny that I am focusing in on this cozy rustic cabin kind of Christmas decorations, which I love, but I'm not an outdoorsy person. We go camping once a year, and I love that trip, but I'm not a big outdoors person, and hunting's not my thing. People in my family don't hunt. That's not my jam, but I like the look of this. I like the idea of having Christmas in a cozy cabin somewhere, but the cozy cabin would need to have Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to deal. All right, the other things that I bought from Consumer Crafts are in this bag right here. And it's a lot more of the same, actually. I love bottle brush trees. I love the vintage ones, but they are expensive and hard to find. So I opted to go with ones from Consumer Crafts. So I got a package of 10 of these 3-inch flocked bottle brush trees, and these are just in the regular green color. They didn't have them in stock when I was shopping, but they do offer natural, like the off-white bottle brush trees, but none of them were in stock when I was shopping, which was a bummer. But these guys will get tucked in anywhere that needs a little extra Christmas in our house. On our shelves, in with my Christmas villages, on an end table. You can't help but just throw a little pine tree somewhere around the house. And I got those in the 3-inch size. And then I bought a couple of the slightly larger 4-inch bottle brush trees as well. And just like with the large wire trees I showed you before, you can find these in a mess of different sizes on the Consumer Craft website, from even tinier than this to quite large. So if you are looking for bottle brush trees, they have them, and they have them at a good price. Again, I'll link to those after I get done with this video and get back and get everything set out for you. Next, I bought, and I've never used this before, so I'm very excited, this little bottle of Aleene's True Snow. And it is a medium that you can use to flock greenery. So you can use it on faux pine, you can use it on, well, I guess anything. Pine cones, anything you want to have a snow finish, and it is durable in the outdoors. So you can put it on a wreath that you're going to hang on your front door, and you won't have to worry about it being exposed to actual snow. The true snow, the faux snow, will stay on there. And I wouldn't have been as quick to buy this product, except it is an Aleene's product. This is not a sponsored video, not sponsored by Dollar Tree or Consumer Craft or Aleene's, but Aleene's makes awesome product. They're craft glues. I've got an entire shelf of them right over there. They make great stuff, so I didn't have any qualms about buying this, even though I've never tried it out before. And then the last thing in this bag, I was disappointed with at first when I opened up this box the other day, because I was really excited for Consumer Craft's line of Lucite Christmas decorations. They have these reindeer, standing reindeer. They have some really mod looking nesting Lucite Christmas trees. They have, what else did I see? They had a bunch of really cool Lucite decorations, and I got them and I was like, oh, they're blue. I didn't want blue. And then I went back and looked at the actual website, and they said that the Lucite ornaments may come with a protective color covering that is blue that you peel off, and it's to protect them from getting scratched when in their packaging and during shipping. So I thought it was a mistake on Consumer Craft's part, and it was actually them keeping my ornament safe. So this is not very rustic. This is quite a bit more modern, but I think it will be, his legs are in here yet. I think it will be a really cool sort of texture difference in my display on my mantle or on my wreath or whatever, because a lot of natural elements in your decoration can look really good, but it can look kind of boring if you don't also add in some like hard, shiny, sleek finishes in amongst the rustic things. I always like the combination of textures, and if you have everything that's just organic and rustic, it gets to look a little repetitive. So throwing a couple of these guys in there will, I think, help break up that monotony. And I bought 3 of these. I was really tempted to buy the nesting Christmas trees, but again, those are very mod looking, and those really wouldn't go with the theme I was going for. The final thing I bought from Consumer Crafts, I have actually purchased before, just not in this size. Was it last year or 2 years ago? I did a lot of glass glitter projects. And one of the things I did were a set of Christmas villages made from paper mache Christmas houses like this. I had a couple, I think 2 of this small size, and then I think 3 of this slightly larger sized paper mache house that I spray painted white and added glass glitter to the roof, and then I added lace to both the inside of the windows and then along the roof line to look like icicles and frost on the windows, and then I put lights inside of them. And I wanted to add to my collection this year. So I bought this kit that came with these 2 guys, but it also came with this bad boy. I don't know what I'm going to do with this because it is huge. This is the value pack, which is why it came in 3 and they all nest together. My concern is that if I set up a village of all the little white glass glitter houses that I've done in the past and then set this monster right next to it, we're going to have some scale issues. So I may end up doing something different with this largest paper mache house. If you guys have any comments, again, let me, or any suggestions, let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of excited to do something different with this, but I don't know what it would be, or at least I don't know what I would use it for. I would like to do something that maybe looks like a traditional German or Scandinavian home because it's got kind of that design already. But once it's painted and decorated, I don't know what I would use it for. So I'm kind of trying to think of something. Hopefully before Christmas, I'll come up with something. Otherwise, I think this is just going to look like a monster house in the middle of the neighborhood, which might be a little bit weird. But like my mom is pointing out in the comments, my grandma used to have a traditional Christmas village set up, and then she had these couple of ceramic carolers that were at least 50% taller than the houses, and she put them there, and they were just these monster children singing in the middle of all her small Christmas village houses, and it was kind of hilarious, and we look forward to it every year. So I could just do that, but I'm not sure. But those three things, again, I'm not sure on prices off the top of my head, were fairly inexpensive for the quality of the product itself. They're very sturdy houses. They do nest, all three of them, or all the other two fit inside this third house. There's a lot of detail all the way around. There's windows on 3 of the 4 sides. So they're really good products, which is why I repurchased to create more. I wanted to mention the line of consumer craft Christmas decorations this year that I really fell in love with but didn't have a way to use. And if you are somebody who likes the combination of rustic and sleek materials, you need to look at the copper line of Christmas decorations on Consumer Crafts. They have several of they're like word ornaments, but it's laser cut, or it looks like it's laser cut out of copper. They have some really cool, if you've been following craft blogs for the past couple of years, you've probably seen a tutorial for a himili. And those are, I'm going to get it wrong, it's some kind of Scandinavian. I think it's Norwegian, but don't quote me on that. They're really cool geometric traditional ornaments that are usually very colorful, but it's been kind of a trend in craft blogs to make them out of solid colors. And they have those made out of copper in several different shapes. And then they also have a wreath that's entirely made of those himili. They have some ornaments that are wood and leather and then have copper trim. It's just all really, really pretty and really cool. And I kind of wanted to do just an entire tree using those supplies, but I didn't have, I would have had to buy another tree for our house, which I don't need. So somebody else, go and buy all of those Christmas decorations, decorate your tree, and then send me the picture because I think they are just such pretty ornaments. I just didn't have anywhere to use them this year. All right, that is all I have for you tonight. If you enjoy these craft hauls, please let me know. I can do them, maybe seasonally. Christmas and fall are when I do the most crafting and when craft supply stores tend to get the most new items in. But that doesn't mean that I can't do something like this for Easter or maybe do something like a kids craft haul somewhere down the line. Next week on my blog, I am going to be showing you my gift guides for the season in case any of you are starting on your Christmas shopping early or you want to start getting ideas before Black Friday. So all next week is going to be gift guides, but then the week after that I'm going to be starting in with Christmas craft tutorials like hardcore. So if you are ready to start getting some decorations done for your Christmas tree and around the house, keep an eye on my blog, keep an eye on this Facebook page for more good tutorials. All right. Do any of you have any questions before I go? I've been kind of chatting and not responding to your comments as often as I did the last video. I'm kind of in speed up mode tonight because it's not going to get any better, but my lighting is just going to get worse and worse the longer this video goes on because it's already basically pitch black out right now. And once daylight savings time changes next week, it's going to be midnight at 5 p.m. So the lighting's not going to be great, but that doesn't mean I need to rush. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have several Dollar Tree or dollar store craft tutorials for Christmas and, well, just general everyday on my blog. So if you are a dollar store shopper or if you're somebody who wants to get into crafting but not spend a lot of money doing that, just search dollar store on my blog on maddencrafts.com and you will find tons of tutorials from over the years. All right, I don't see any questions in the comments, so I'm going to wrap this up. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I paid for this all with my own money, but I really like these two retailers for Christmas decorations, and I will link to as many of them as possible in the description box of this video later on tonight. Thanks so much for watching. Become a fan of my page if you're not already, and check me out at maddencrafts.com. Good night.